Okay, let's hope. I hope that wire fiasco doesn't happen again. Oh my God!
Hey! I know how we just spoke just a moment
Joseph
ago.
8276 here.
Gonna show you guys how to how to fix your HDMI cable so you can record off your PS3.
There was one I saw of like someone made a cringe compilation photo. I think this is a 4chan adventure. But someone made like a cringe gallery, and one was a video. I hope that. I swear to God, this was Photoshop. It's a big, fat, unbearded, nerdy-looking dude. The video title, it was a YouTube thing. The video was a snapshot of the screen with the video on it. It was entitled, "Guys, here's how to download porn onto your PS3." So you don't get in trouble.
So, you know, I love how we're juxtaposing that conversation over this incredibly dramatic scene where all these buff daddies are singing to us.
Why do you keep saying buff daddies?
Because it's funny. You know you did the right thing by beating up those guys. Now they love us. I would also like to say,
There you go. That'd be perfect.
please tell me that in Final Fantasy X2, there is a statue of Yuna with a horn.
Yeah.
Yes!
So in that game you make different choices. One of the reasons why it's such a bitch to play is to get like 100% completion, you have to do a bunch of inane little tasks and pick the right dialogue options and everything to get the super perfect ending. Kamari is the elder, and you had to advise him on a few things, and you can get like basically like character class transformation out of it.
Okay.
Like when like some character, when like Yuna's a warrior, she has Titus's sword, you know. Just little nods to like the old job system that used to be,
Right.
the classics games. But hey guys,
Hey guys, coming at you
just a bunch
live.
of bros doing a broly road trip.
Coming at you live from scenic Mount Gagazet. Don't forget to smash that like button.
Reminded me of like I said, I was doing some errands this morning. Like I woke up real early and I was like, oh, there's no grocery store open because everything is closing now at night.
Right.
Which is kind of a bitch to people who like work on the third shift or live on third shift.
Oh yeah.
I did my laundry. I came back. I cleaned the bathroom. I cleaned in here. Stuff I've been wanting to do. Put my guitar stand together. I did a bunch of stuff, but I finally went to the grocery store. It took a while. Got everything I needed there. But I just wish I could have did it overnight because it's like I'm up for these hours. Let me be productive during them, and then I could have taken a longer nap before now to get back on schedule. But here we are, and I'm pulling out cords and getting scratched by cats.
Yeah, I know what that's all about. I have tons of scars all over me from my dog scratching me.
Oh, yeah. It's all in love. Hey, I think that fight's coming up in this part.
Ooh boy.
Yeah, it's pretty early in, but this is like in the Calmlands before when I was playing this game for the first time. I was like, how big is this adventure?
It's real big.
Because I was like, wait, they only gave me one game disc. 7 was I didn't have 7 at the time, but 7 was only 3.
Yeah.
So 8 and 9 were on 4. How are they doing this? And I put in, lo and behold, it's a DVD quality storage.
Oh, wow.
So they can put it right on there.
Now you can hold a couple 100 megabytes of data. Wow.
I think that was probably helpful for the selling point when RPGs started getting popular This game is on 4 discs. 4 fucking discs, man.
That's so many hours of gameplay.
Yeah. There's so much time I can invest. You should put your claw away.
4 PS1 discs, or in N64 equivalency, about 16 cartridges.
Yeah, there's a reason full motion computer animation wasn't done on that N64.
No. Yeah,
You run one cutscene from 8 on the N64 and it's like smoke pouring out the back.
Even like the game Banjo-Tooie, which came out in I think 2001 for the N64, which was really late. There was nothing you could do to help it, but that game made the N64 chug like you wouldn't believe. Like every cutscene was slowed down.
Yeah, they had. I got the one that came with it with Donkey Kong 64, another rare game actually. They gave you the memory expansion pack.
Oh yeah.
And they're like, "Hey, we're sorry. we made it a game that's too strong."
They told us we couldn't, but we did anyway. And now you get to suffer the consequences. I think Donkey Kong 64 to this day holds the record for the most amount of collectibles in any game.
Yeah, I thought GTA San Andreas might eclipse it, because there's a bunch of shit to collect.
Of course.
Well, they had hidden packages, like, from Vice City, which is good. Then there's, like, clams under the area connecting the two.
Why are you collecting clams?
I don't know, they thought these Mario kids will love it.
Oh, yeah. Making the transition from one to the other with collectibles by collecting clams.
The clams hanging out.
You got it. My God, this mountain is tall.
Yeah.
Where are we even going?
To the precarious cliff.
Logic would have me believe. I hope we're sledding down the other end, right? That's what we're doing.
Everybody hangs out on the precarious cliff.
We get to the top, fight Seymour, and then the next thing you know is.
It's make out point for all the spirit at the mountainside. You want to see a big mountain? I brought up Skyrim. They call this. It's in the middle center. Early in the game, you have to visit the other wise old men who can talk the dragon tongue.
Sure.
It's called the Throat of the World. One guy actually counted. There's supposed to be like 37,000 steps. One guy's like 1, 2, 3.
I went on a pilgrimage specifically to find out how many steps there were.
The Throat of the World.
You know, when I first got to, not that part, but the part later where you have to go all the way up the mountain and you have to talk to Parthenax.
Yeah, he's even a little higher up. You know.
Voiced by Charles Martinet.
Yeah.
I thought...
You something on your tail.
I thought you had to fight him. So I killed him like 3 times before I realized, oh, we just have to talk to him.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of gamer I am.
I'm never. The Bleeds want you to kill him, but I never could.
Just go.
He's just like a big friendly old dog.
Pretty much.
Now is your time to die.
Because when you think about
He's
dragons...
like, now I'm gonna kill you now.
Dragons are just big puppies. Hey everybody, glad you could join us.
Yeah. I mean, I know they were all walking along while Titus and Riku were talking there, but how far ahead were they?
So soon.
Titus yell, I need an adult. It's fucking sadistic. Yeah, here it is.
Oh yeah, where he just killed them all. Yeah, just slaughtered him, no big deal. It's fine. Let me just commit mass genocide.
Here comes,
real
here
now.
comes
I don't understand.
Mr. Nihilism.
Allow Kimari to die.
Always livening up the party. Mr. Nihilism.
Zira is
get you. Chill
You
out.
see what I mean?
But
Yeah.
I will become sick
life is pain.
with your
You know, Seymour, if you cut yourself on your leg, no one can see it. You gotta, I mean, if you really need to self-harm,
once I have
your robe will cover it.
Seymour, your father will be freed.
If Seymour cuts himself on Mount Gagazet, no one's there to see it. Does he still bleed?
What do you know?
Okay. Here's you do the line.
I am Jesus. I am Jesus.
Oh boy. I love that line.
It's great. Especially since he turns into a robot jellyfish.
That's one of my roles does voice acting line reads.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put together.
Let's hear a sample.
Oh, I'm much too unprepared right now.
Oh, okay.
It's just, you know, whatever emotion, one of the things you would say, like as well as like what Anakin says about the sand people
Yeah.
in episode, just these little mini emotion-filled diatribes to show I have this range of emotion. I guess you can't really use it for sad scenes though, so
Well, I
don't
mean,
ruin me.
it's range in a different way.
See, this is terrible here. Not only does he have 2 turns in a row coming up, what he does is he hits you with that zombie, and then he'll full heal you to like kill you right away.
Still proving that he is the nihilist master.
Yeah, this is pretty much this is the boss too. Where like I would advise anyone for upcoming bosses to have your overdrives ready.
Right.
Just to make them more easy, like your Aeons too, because like the first boss after this was the weird astral reaper looking guy.
Oh yeah, that one.
The Xanarkin Temple, and he's no walk in the park either. And then Lady Unalesca, that's her own story.
Yeah.
I remember I played this the first time. My dad was in the room, and Lady Unalesca transformed into her 3rd form, and he's like, "Oh, you're fucked now." I said, "No, I got it." Okay, here, so he does his little lame charge-up move, and you basically have to sacrifice an Aeon just so the party doesn't get wiped out.
So send in the clowns. Remember when this guy was super powerful and impressive? Well,
He's he's kind of loses his luster real quick.
yeah,
Not that it's his fault. It's just
he's the first
non-elemental
guy.
damage, you know, and not having it do as much damage as like Bahamut or somebody.
Yeah. Yeah, once you get Bahamut, it's over.
Death awaits you.
Yeah, here's its little Alan killer move.
Oh
It
man.
doesn't even do the damage. It just like banishes them.
I guess that's why it's called Banish.
Yeah. Oh, don't listen. Don't be a smart aleck with me on Final Fantasy spelling. Someone said, "Why is the healing spell cure, but the poison, like the status changing spell, is heal?" And that ruined my whole perception of RPGs forever.
I can never play another one again.
No, I mean, the first one was notorious. The N64, I was about to say. The Nintendo release of the first one was notorious for, like, some spells just flat out didn't do anything.
Oh yeah.
They used the wrong factor. Your red mage was just as strong of a mage as your black mage. So why would you not just have 2 red mages?
Right. You know, there's this game that I really love called Ni no Kuni.
Yeah.
When they did the localization, I guess they accidentally cut out a whole bunch of spells, because, like, there's a scene, like, midway through the game where they're like, hey, we got some new spells for you. Here's 3 of them. None of them work. They just don't do anything. They're in your spell book. You can use them, but they do literally nothing.
First generation of Pokemon was a lot like that, too.
Yeah.
Certain moves just, they didn't know how to program it.
You know, people like to bash nowadays the first generation of Pokemon on the Game Boy, but, like, you can't understand just how big of a jump it was
Oh, yeah.
to have done that.
40 Orcus.
Death awaits you.
Yeah, that. Bye! Oh, no!
At least they both did 9999.
Oh, yeah.
Like, compared to what my characters are doing.
No, you're doing pretty good so far.
It's just because I played this guy, I fought this guy so many times. Oh well, here we go. Now it's fun times over.
Oh boy!
He's casting Flare.
Alright, guy, playtime's over.
I don't know, who should I summon?
How about my Thunder Unicorn?
Yeah. God, you're out of place, 60. I don't even remember you. It was Ramu, the old white dude with the beard and staff. Kind of looked like Gandalf, but he threw thunderbolts at people.
Yes, you do.
And then there was the Mexican snake guy, Quetzalcoatl, in 8.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
kind of cool to summon like a lizard-looking bird thing.
I mean, that is pretty much what actual Quetzalcoatl is.
Yeah.
I say that like you could just go find him nowadays.
Probably. I mean,
He's around.
truth is out there. Watched a great document. Well, Ralph the Movie Maker was on his channel. He reviews shitty shows from time to time. He did one of these Bigfoot shows where it's like not on Travel Channel. They haven't won a lot.
Mm-hmm.
All they do is look for the Bigfoot. They can't find them. Like, well, we'll get them next week.
Yeah, I know.
Then there's the Bigfoot Hunters. It's like just a bunch of really redneck-looking guys
Oh yeah, I love it.
hanging out with each other. That's the show I've been watching, actually.
They canceled that show because the one dude died.
Really?
Yep, the Huckleberry
Oh,
was the guy who died of heart disease. Who'd have thought?
yeah.
Yeah, that show's always the ghost shows are always on at my house.
Yeah, he made fun of those too.
I can't stand
Yankee
them.
Jim.
My favorite will always be the episode. It was like Ghosts. I think it was Paranormal Survivor was the name of the show.
Yeah, I think I've seen that one.
Where it wasn't like a haunted house. It was a haunted horse ranch. Where they're like, okay, we can't take care of this ghost ourselves, so we have to hire a medium to try and help us out. So the medium goes walking around the grounds of the farm, trying to find the source of this ghostly apparition. And in order to portray this happening, she wanders through the woods, and all of a sudden there's a very racistly depicted Native American man standing there. And he just goes up to her and starts choking her. So he flashes back and forth between her, like her vision of this ghost choking her to death, while it also shows her battling nothing while she's like going, "You're not supposed to be here, you have to go!"
He has less than 2,000 health. I was hoping Bahamut would wipe him when I summoned him there.
Aw,
But I was like, well, look, Yuna has another turn. I have just enough time to bring Shiva to finish the job. It really has just been a rotating Aeon kill.
I've got one more shot.
Yeah. Yeah, those paranormal shows are something like... Everything about it. The one that Ralph was making fun of, again, on his video on it. There's a perfectly reasonable explanation. The guy's like, the TV in the kitchen turned on when I was sitting in the living room. It's like, isn't it more likely that your universal remote just turned on that one instead, too. It doesn't know. It's the ghost of Yankee Jim.
Dang it, Yankee Jim, always getting up to his old tricks again.
Just gonna sit under a table, huh?
That's what you do.
I remember I'd be laying in front of the air conditioner all day.
Okay.
That's what I do.
That's too good for her.
Well, she was pulling down the insulation. So now it's taped on the inside and the outside. In her defense, if I was a cat, I probably would have pulled it down too.
Anything I can get my paws on, I would
Yeah.
tear up. Oh, hey, he's dead.
Yeah, the first time through this fight, this is literally when the game's like, I'm done fucking around with you. Bosses will try to kill you now.
70 hours in, now playtime's over.
No, I don't think it's that many in, but I mean, you could be, because there is nothing to stop you from just hanging around one area
That's true.
and building your sphere grid.
I only said that number specifically because I remember the back of the box said over 90 hours of gameplay.
Oh yeah, it was a very brief box too. It had like 4 lines on it
Yeah.
and a picture of Orin with a sword.
Realistic
And it's-
facial expressions
Yeah,
this time.
voice acting. We got everything.
We got everything you could ever want.